Many of you know this one. Several of you were there when it was written, or at least performed for the first time. About a year ago. My first Bardic Madness on Zoom. Those of you who have heard it have almost certainly not heard it in person. Those of you who haven't heard it, I invite you to partake with me in my anniversary celebration of my first original work as an SCA Bard. This is an experiment in original folklore, The Last Wish Dragon. There are 3 things known about a wish dragon. First, that it is born from an egg about the size of a large cat, 5 stone in weight, which always looks to the eyes of they who look upon it to reflect their greatest desire. For second, they may choose whichever form they so wish. And third, they feed upon the desires of men. At the dawn of the year, glorious, beautiful spring, when all things are new, a youth traveled by the banks of the river. He was a merchant's son, and went with his father's goods to truck and barter. When there in the silt of the river, he found an egg, and to his eye, it was shining sterling silver, a king's ransom, waiting to be minted. And then cracked was the silver, and hatched was the egg, and a slender long form inched out. 12 were its legs, and 6 were its eyes. And wide beneath its mask it smiled. Oh, it spake, oh, young one mine, the last I am, the last of my kind, wish dragon am I. Thy desire hath brought me life, and so life I shall bring thy desire. Take of my egg its sterling silver shell, mint coins of it, make thy fortune. Go forth, live a good and comfortable life. And where thy coin goes, there I shall be. The youth did as he was told, took of the shell and minted it into many good silver coins, and with those coins he purchased land, built a house, acquired herds of livestock, and hired men to farm for him. He lived a good, long, comfortable life. But that coin changed many hands, and it traveled to many distant lands, and wherever it went, there the wish dragon was. And there went the glint of greed, as all who looked upon it coveted it for themselves. And so fat grew the wish dragon, fat on the greed of men, so fat that death could not winnow its soul. And so it left this world behind, and behind it left an egg. In summer, when men's blood boils and yearns for war, a knight, a champion of the realm, processed down the river banks to march to war, when there in the silt he found an egg. To his eye it was dark, strong iron, worthy to forge into a weapon of war. And then cracked was the iron, and hatched was the egg. Out came a tall, strong form, 4 its legs and 3 its eyes. Wide beneath its mask it smiled. Oh, it spake, oh, champion mine, the last I am, the last of my kind. Wish dragon am I. Thy desire hath brought me life, and so life I shall bring thy desire. Take of my egg, its good strong iron, forge a sword of good steel from it. Go forth and conquer. And where that sword conquers, there I shall be. The knight did as he was told, went forth and forged a long sword, and he slew many souls with it, until he himself was slain, and the sword fell to new hands. and slew and slew and slew across the realms. And where that sword went, there the wish dragon was. And so strong it grew, strong with the wrath of men, so strong that death could not wrestle its soul. And so it left this world behind, and behind it left an egg. In autumn, when things are colorful and men's mind turns towards the harvest and lineage, a prince processed down the banks of the river to make to the capital, to assume his father's throne. When there in the banks of the river, he found an egg, and to his eye, it was glorious, burning gold, beautiful, fit for the crown of a king. And then cracked was the gold, and hatched was the egg. And out came a tall, proud form, 10 its legs and 7 its eyes, and wide beneath its mask it smiled. Oh, it spake, oh, sovereign mine, the last I am, the last of my kind, wish dragon am I. Thy desire hath brought me life, and so life I shall bring thy desire. Take of my egg, its golden shell, make of it a crown, set jewels to it, pass it to your heir. And so long as your line wears it, your line will rule forever. And where your line rules, there I shall be. The prince did as he was told, forged a crown of it, set jewels into it, wore it for many long years as king, and when he passed, it went to his son, who had many brothers, and all of them had many sons. And what those brothers and sons and their brothers and sons did for that crown, I will not speak of here. But suffice to say that they are crime in the eyes of man and God. And where that crown went, there the wish dragon was. And so mighty, mighty on the pride of men did it grow, so mighty death could not touch its soul. And so it left this world behind, and behind it left an egg. In dark, cold winter, when men's minds turn towards death and the end of all things, an old wise man went down the river bank, and there in the frozen silt he saw an egg, and to his eye it was lead, scriven with burning glyphs and runes, secrets of the world, there for the taking. And then cracked was the lead, and hatched was the egg. Out came an upright form, 2 its legs, and 2 its eyes. And wide beneath its mask it smiled. Oh, it spake, oh, wise one mine, the last of I am, the last of my kind, wish dragon am I. Thy desire hath brought me life, and so life I shall bring thy desire. Take of my egg, piece together its burning secrets, learn of them well. Pass them on only to they whom you trust. And where your secrets go, there I shall be. But the old man was wise and learned and knew the creature's tricks, and so he took of the dragon, took of its egg, cast them into a crate, bound it in iron chain, and cast it into the icy flow of the river. And so the last wish dragon remained the last of its kind. But it is a cunning creature, and patient besides, and it knew that the day would come when someone would find its crate and open it. And then, oh then, it would feed well upon the curiosity of men. And so it was, and so it is, and so now it must ask, what is thy desire, O listeners mine?